Okay, is it my finest work? No, probably not. Is it the worst thing I've ever created? Maybe. But you know, Sweetie Pie said to make a Christmas tree. So I did it. I made it out of pallet boards. It really only took a couple of hours. I used paint that I had on hand. These lights were on sale. And you know what? I think Junior would be super happy to wake up in the morning and open up his presents under that beautiful tree. So of course, first things first, you have to rip your pallets apart. And here I've got a bunch of differing sizes. Got my big old pieces right there. I'm gonna make a bunch of tables, outdoor tables and benches from those, I think. See if maybe I can turn a profit. Who knows? Probably not. But I'll take these out and I'll just grab some similar ones, rip those down to 2 inches, and I'll leave some this size, and I'm gonna make some little boxes. And we'll paint them up like they're presents to go under the wooden tree. Got the fence set from the blade about 2 inches. We'll call it good. All right. Safety glasses, check. Gloves, check. Shirt is tucked in, not check, but it's buttoned up so it's not gonna get caught in the blade. Check, check, check. Wood, check. Table saw, check. Check, check, check. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 2-inchers, that's about 40 inches? Just kidding you. 20 inches. I'll go ahead and I'll scribe a line right here, cut those off, and then I'll come back and I'll line this bottom one up and I'll cut some pieces as an extension from this cut. And I think that will get us to where we need to be on our tree height. We'll see how it goes. Square up our ends. There we go. And then I think that I'll go ahead and that looks like a pretty good angle for a tree. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cut the bottom, or mark the bottom here. And that's where I'm going to cut it. All the way down. Pull out the saw. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so we have our mark. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the part that's furthest out, and that's gonna be my line. That'll be my mark. And of course, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just making a wooden Christmas tree. No one's gonna scrutinize it that closely, I hope. Just a couple of things I should probably point out. I've got this scrap 2x4 here, and I've already cut her down a bit. And I'll use this as my trunk for the Christmas tree. I just want to make sure that all the pieces are going to be a little bit bigger in that trunk right there. And here we go, they're going to get a little bit bigger as we go down, of course. So I'll take this bottom piece from that cut. I'll line it up right there. Maybe I'll take this piece too. And that'll get me on my line, I think. So, right about there. Just going in line with those two pieces. So I'll go ahead and mark these on the bottom. And that's where I'll line up my cuts. Last minute decided I don't like that tree trunk, so we'll cut out a new one. We'll make it square. So I've got myself a stringer here. Stick it in this way, butt it up to the blade, butt the fence up to the blade. And then I'll go ahead and cut her. Cut her, I'll cut her. And then I cut her. Oh yeah, I'll cut it. Cutting it, cutting it. Nice square piece right here. This will be our tree trunk. We can make this a pretty tall tree, or we can just go ahead and stop it about here. Let's see. Okay. I think I'll be silly and just add a few more. So I can go down about 16 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll cut 8 out of 10. We'll mark our bottoms right here. That's 8. Let's get cutting. I think that'll work out okay. It's a good sized Christmas tree. It'll be about 58 inches tall. And we'll go ahead and paint. I'm going to paint one side green and the other side red, okay? So perfect. Okay, so we have our pieces painted green. Now we're gonna go ahead and let that dry. And let's figure out what we wanna put down for a base to hold this tree up. All kinds of pieces up here, you know, look at that. Got 2 of these, same dimensions, almost. I could probably cut those down and use them. So let's see here. The widest point on our tree is going to be about 22 inches. So if I make the base 10 inches, I'll go 12 inches. Let's see, can I go 12? Okay, so I got 28 right here, so I can do 4 12-inch pieces. And then we'll glue them on to our tree trunk, glue them and brad nail them. Yeah, that'll work just fine. 12 inches. Doesn't need to be perfect. Sometimes I just don't feel like I explain myself accurately or adequately. So this will be the base, okay? Boom, 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 the base. Okay, so back to my scrap pile from here. I have 3 scrap pieces that I am going to cut down. I'll rip them down. Oh, I guess to about maybe a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. I don't know, maybe I'll rip them down this way to make my stars. So I've tried making those stars where you use a lot of mathematics, but I'm not that smart, so I make them just like you draw them. Okay, so for the star, I'm gonna go ahead and use these scrap pieces that we just ripped, and those other scrap pieces I'll save for something else. But I think that these ones are too slender to cut in half, and I really don't want to cut them in half this way. That's not the look I want. I want a thicker looking star, so I'll use these right here. I'll cut these in half. Now I'll go ahead and I'll do 2 of these to give me adequate wood. Come on, baby. I know you want to start. Do I gotta get angry at you? There we go. Come on. I can feel it. Now this tree is going to be kind of big, kind of tall. I don't think that a 12-inch star would be too short, do you? Or should I go with something a little bigger, maybe 16-inch? If I did 16-inch, that'd be kind of cool. Nice big star. Okay. You talked me into it. 16 inches it is. Okay. 16 inches. Just like you draw it. Oh yeah, see that? No math involved here. Okay. And that's how we're gonna make that. And that'll be right on top of our lovely Christmas tree. I like the way that looks. Right about now I wish I had some 3/4 inch brads, but I got the 1 inch. And I'm gonna go ahead and put little blocks underneath. I'll actually put a block in the center of that one just to try to even things up here. But maybe I should use a little bit of glue. But I'm not going to. Back all the way through? Nope, we're good. Okay. And this one will go like that. And viola. We have a beautiful star. All right. Better. But first, let's go ahead and put some gold spray paint on the star. This gold is so pretty. Look at that. Woo! That's some nice looking paint. I love it. Yeah, you could also put just tin foil on this right here, and it'll be popping. As the kids say, popping. Okay, the daughter's picked up, so let's go ahead and I think I'm just gonna put gold on the backs of this, the tree too. See how that turns out, you know, because we can do whatever we want. We can make them gold, we can make them red, we can make them purple, blue, yellow. I'm just gonna go with gold because I feel like being fancy today. I think that gold just looks pretty cool. Still kind of maintain some of the look of wood, but it's going to be sparkly. And we all love sparkly. Oh, I need to paint the trunk and the base. What shall we paint the trunk and the base? Here it is. I guess that depends on what color spray paint I have available. I want to paint it red, white, black. I don't know. Figure it out. Okay, let's just paint the base and the tree trunk red. We'll also need a piece of wood to attach our star to the tree. And I think that would be lovely. Painted just black to kind of make it a little subtle. Just a subtle piece. Okay. Well, how about this? We got everything ready to go, so let's start gluing. And what I'll do is we got this interior glue. I'd recommend, if you plan on putting this outside, to put some interior/exterior glue on there. I'm just going to eyeball everything and center it on my trunk, my red trunk. So a little bit of glue, center it on my trunk, tack it in place with a couple of brads. Oh. Is it possible I'm out of brads already? Very possible. Let me get that taken care of. Right back. I went ahead and dropped some 1.5 in here. 1.5 brads. Try to keep things level just by eyeballing it all the way down. Alright. I do wonder, should I alternate the gold and green? I'm trying to think, how is that going to look? I think it's going to look great, so let's do it. I just like that gold so much. And this one will have the green facing out. Why not? So, make sure everything stays level. As level as possible. I got my leveling tool to help us eyeball that. There we go. Okay. This might look terrible. It might look good. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, green facing out this time. Eyeball it to get her centered properly. Level it out. This one will have the gold facing out. Eyeball the center. Square it up. Okay, so now we'll get the base put on there. And we'll try to get those on there as level, straight as possible. There we go. That's how we'll do it. That's what makes sense, right? Okay, so this is what we're going for on the bottom right here. Just a nice little platform to hold this baby in place. Okay. Maybe I should have made the leaves a little bit wider, but I was just thinking about functionality. Having this in the corner someplace. We're gonna put some lights on her. Let me get that star on and then some lights and we'll see how she looks. Okay, we have the star holder right here. I'm gonna set it right there, and then I'm gonna paint this part right behind the tree trunk red, and then I'll paint the rest of it black going up, or maybe I'll paint it gold. And then we'll get her painted, cut down a little bit, and tack her in place. As it turns out, once I place this on here, that's the perfect size for the star. So we will go ahead and tack the star on here. A little bit of glue right there. And a little bit of glue right here. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I put in those longer strands. At the end of each Christmas season, you can find lights like this for sale, and you can stock up on them and have them available for the up and coming year, which is what my wife does for us. Always looking for a bargain. Got these batteries thrown in there, and then yay, we have life. I'll get a screw. Probably take 2 of these, so I'll get 2 screws, and you can screw that to the base of the tree. Let's go. Let's go. Technically, that's the back of the tree, back of the star, back of the tree. Let's see how these lights look. Pretty fancy. One more row of lights and I think we'll have her done. And I'll just bring this row right up the front. Magical. That star might be a little bit too big for that little tree. We'll call it our Charlie Brown tree. Yeah, not bad. Okay, I know it's not the best out there, but you know what? We made it from pallet boards. We made it on the fly. And the end result isn't too bad, but it is certainly something that somebody could work with and maybe improve upon a few things, like maybe not making the star so big, maybe branching out a little bit further on the sides. And other than that, I think it looks great.